Hi, everyone. This is Reena Jadhav, and we are chatting today with Dr. Lee-Erin Keneally about what diet feeds cancer. Why? Because over 40% of women and 1 in 2 men are going to get cancer. You don't want to be one of them. So wouldn't it be great to know what diet feeds cancer so you can get rid of that? Dr. C, welcome.
Hello, Reena, once again. Yes, we got to talk about diet. Well, I like to not use the word diet, but I like to talk about the activity of eating because diet is like that temporary word or situation we do. So we don't want to talk about diet. We want to talk about how to eat that makes our body work. So what is the eating program really for basically for any disease process? Is number one, get off sugar. Sugar has deleterious effects on the body. It weakens the immune system. It does not have one single function in helping our body work. I know that everybody's addicted to sugar, but that's something that you have to be mindful of and say, look, what am I doing? How do I change it and get the help that you need? Because we know that sugar causes heart disease and cancer and contributes to any other medical diagnosis that someone may have. So people don't know what sugar is in sugar though. They think that if they are eating potatoes, that there's no carbohydrates. But the obvious sugars are cookies, candies, pies, and cakes. And then crackers, and then all those like popcorn, cracker, all those kind of carbohydrated foods. But the other things that can turn into sugar, depending upon the person, are rice, okay, then pasta, potatoes, and some people will convert to sugar, and both kinds of potatoes. Sweet potato is probably better than a regular potato, and bread. Bread has lots of sugar. So people consume so many carbohydrates today that they don't understand that they're unfavorable to our body. So people need to understand the science of food. And I'm so emphatic about how we educate people about the analytical chemistry of food and how it works for them or doesn't work for them. Then we talk about we've got to avoid foods that have toxic substances. So first, go organic as much as possible. I know everybody can't be perfect, but try to. The cost is about the same because I tell people whatever you're saving buying inorganic, you're going to pay for in being ill.
Absolutely. I think it's cheaper to buy organic in the long run.
It is. And especially if you buy the specials of the season, that's what's in season. So those usually are less expensive than things that are out of seasons. Like you don't buy strawberries in December because it's not a December produce.
Exactly right.
So we buy foods that have high nutrient value, which are fruits and veggies. Okay. So but you got to stop buying foods that are dead, okay? We already know that fast food increases your risk of cancer. So you've got to get off the fast food. There's places now, though, that are natural that sell food very economically and quickly. So focus on those kinds of food that they care about the end product. They care about you and what you're ingesting.
Right.
Alcohol is very damaging. It's immunosuppressant. It's a chemical. It's a toxin. It's hard on the liver, and it's hard on your GI tract. It basically burns the gastrointestinal tract where you absorb and assimilate all your food. So you want to limit your alcohol consumption.
Okay.
Then you want to do things that are bioavailable to you. So like if you don't chew your food, like a lot of people are not aware. They swallow their food. They don't chew your food. You got to chew your food. You want to be mindful of every little morsel. So I tell people, Oreo cookies and macaroni and cheese do not make healthy cells. So, but an avocado, a zucchini, a tomato, an eggplant, and fruit make really good cells, and they have lots of energy. In fact, fruits vibrate a higher vibrational energy than vegetables.
Yes.
So, and everyone tells me when they get on fruits and vegetables, they dramatically feel better.
Absolutely.
You want to be careful about how you barbecue food, because barbecuing causes what we call glycation or wrinkling in the body. And there's also a chemical exposure involved. So we want to limit our barbecuing. If you do barbecue, you need to make a very healthy marinade of olive oil and ginger and soy sauce and all these different things to protect what you're barbecuing. Like if you have to barbecue, you want to avoid food that has hormones. There's lots of hormones in the food. There's lots of different chemicals in all the food supply, hormones and chemicals. So we need to be aware of like what's worse in certain things. Like for example, seafood has very high mercury. Yes. So you want to not eat too much seafood because it's very high level. And I know because I test everyone's heavy metal test.
Even the wild?
Even the wild. Okay. So I tell people be mindful of that. So only eat seafood once a week. If you buy chicken or any other, buy grass-fed, hormone-free, antibiotic-free food. You want to try to avoid acidic foods. Acidic foods are obviously the sugary foods, the packaged foods, the foods that mostly, obviously, vegetables are the most alkaline. Cucumbers being probably the most alkaline vegetable you can eat, because we're all stressed and we're also toxic, so that makes our body acidic. And then you add the food you eat, so you can balance out your acidity by eating alkaline foods, which is what I do myself. I juice every day. So those are the things that we can do to create an anti-cancer environment.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And on our next video, we're going to talk about Dr. C's diet. So make sure you tune into our next video. Thank you, Dr. C.
Thank you.